Hi there. Welcome to another 30-minute astrology yoga video. Today, the zodiac sign that this yoga class is inspired by is Aries. Aries is very much a fiery sign, a sign that needs to tackle life with the courage. It's a sign that is always looking for a challenge and wanting to rise up and meet and overcome the challenge. Knowing all of this about Aries, what we're going to focus on in today's yoga class is working on shoulder stand. And this is because shoulder stand can a lot of the times require a little bit of courage. It's a vulnerable position. We're going upside down and putting quite a lot of weight into our shoulders and in this really vulnerable upper part of our body. This yoga class is suitable for anybody, even if you cannot get into shoulder stand. I will offer some adjustments. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start today's class by coming into our hands and our feet. Hands are underneath the shoulders and knees are underneath our hips. With the inhale, go ahead and open up through the chest, shoulder blades together. And with the exhale, round through the back, puff up through the back of the body. Inhale, look forward, shoulder blades together, tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and bring the shoulder blades away from one another. Keep moving here with your own breath. Bringing in some movement into the spine. Great. Come back to neutral. Pick up your right arm, open up the right hand up towards the sky, and place the hand back down. Left hand up towards the sky, shoulder blades away from the ears, and lower the left hand down. Let's do one more on each side, opening up through the right side. Lower the hand down, and then finally left hand up towards the sky. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Pick up your knees. Go ahead and hold here just to activate our core as we start to get into the class. Bring the belly button in towards the spine. Check your tailbone so that it's not flaring up towards the sky. Great. Bring one foot next to the hands and the other one to follow. Keep your hips down. I'm just shifting for a better position. Keep your hips down and actually come into the yogi squat. The toes are facing outwards here. If it feels comfortable, bring the hands in between the legs. And work here to open up through the chest. We're going to start to come up. Place your hands on the floor and shift your hips up towards the sky. Go ahead and bring the legs even wider. Toes are still facing out. Coming into a forward fold here. Let the front of your body drop forward. Pick up your hands, interlace the fingers behind you, and go ahead and let them also drape forward. This is a position that our shoulders will be in when we're in shoulder stand. So it's important that we start to open up the shoulders a bit here. Just try to relax in this pose. Gently bring your hands down and bring them onto the hips and slowly rise up. Let your torso is on top of your hips. We're going to bring our legs underneath our torso as well. And if you're not already, go ahead and stand at the top of the mat. Feet are underneath the hips. Standing in one long line here. Go ahead and catch your breath. And with your next inhale, raise your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bend over your legs. Inhale, halfway up, straight back. Exhale, place the hands and step both feet back, coming into a plank pose. Lower the knees and with your exhale, lower onto your chest. Untuck the toes, push into your hands and feet to lift the chest up. Shoulder blades working down the back. With the exhale, tuck your toes and shift your hips up into downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal one foot, one heel down to the mat and the other one up. Push the mat actively away with your hands. Look forward. Step one foot towards the top of the mat, followed by the next. With your next inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, bend over the legs. Inhale, rise up, hands towards the sky. And exhale, lower the hands next to the body. Let your breath catch up with you. With your next inhale, hands up towards the sky. Exhale, bend over the legs. Inhale, rise up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back into plank pose. Lower the knees and with the exhale, lower the chest on the ground. Untuck the toes, lift your chest up with the inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes and push your hips up towards the sky in downward facing dog. Look forward in between the hands. Step one foot forward, followed by the next. Inhale, flat back, shoulders away from the neck. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands up towards the sky. And exhale, hands next to the body. Take a second here again. Notice how your body's feeling now compared to when we started. With your next inhale, arms up towards the sky, bend into the knees and sit back into chair pose. The next exhale, drape over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, hands to the shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back into plank pose. Lower the knees, lower the rest of the chest with the exhale. Inhale, cobra. Lift the chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes and come back into downward facing dog. This time, right foot steps in between the hands. Keep that right foot bent. Left heel stays up. Coming into warrior one here with the hands up towards the ceiling. Next, exhale, place the hands back onto the mat. Step into plank pose. Hold with the inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg in between the hands. Stay high on the right foot as you rise up. Hands up towards the ceiling. Left knee on top of the left ankle. Warrior one. With your next exhale, place the hands on the mat. Step the left foot next to the right. Inhale, hold the plank. Exhale, lower the knees and the chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and go ahead and step one foot followed by the next. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sit back, arms towards the sky. And exhale, rise up. Hands next to the body. Go ahead and bring your feet hip distance apart, toes facing out. And drop into a yogi squat. And then to a nice seat. So we're going to go into our shoulder stand demonstration next. Shoulder stand is a pose that can sometimes seem quite daunting. And it's a pose that can sometimes be done in a wrong way. However, just knowing the right cues can already help quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is walk you through a demonstration of some of the things to look out for and some of the steps to take when you're doing the shoulder stand. I highly recommend watching this before going into and doing one of your own. With shoulder stand, we want to make sure we have enough space behind us. My chair is a little bit close. We lie down on our back, of course, as the first step. Making sure that you have no obstructions on your head, like ponytails or anything of that sort. One of the ways that I usually like to start is by bringing the feet as close to my bum as possible. I like to sometimes even rise up on my tippy toes. I like to position my palms straight into the mat, pushing in to give me a little bit of leverage. And then begin to lift one leg up and then the other. And this can be your first step here. If you're somebody that's not practicing shoulder stand but wants to practice coming into a sort of elevation and a sort of inversion. The next step is starting to make a little bit of that jump up. As you can see, you can keep your hands pressed to give you a little bit of momentum and just practice lifting your hips up. This can be the next step that you can play with here if you don't feel comfortable jumping up into headstand. maybe switching the leg that you do the push with, and just gently practicing lifting your hips up. If you're ready for more, it's really important that you tuck your chin here and make sure you're not looking onto the side. Keep your head forward. Go ahead and lift both legs up, and while they're up, bring your palms to your lower back to support you. Once you're up here, try to straighten both of your legs. That could be the next step. You can even play with different combinations here. The important thing about shoulder stand is that all of the weight is in the forearms and the shoulders, not in your head. And that you're tucking the tailbone. And you're really thinking that somebody has a string on your feet and are pulling you up. To gently come out of headstand, you can go ahead and bend into the knees and gently drop down. All right, let's go ahead and come into shoulder stand together. You can feel free to stop at any of the steps that I demonstrated. No need to go all the way. But if you're ready, go ahead and lift your hips up. Hands come to support you on the lower back. Both legs up towards the sky, squeeze through the buttock. And breathe. Make sure the chin is tucked. Great. Go ahead and start to bring the legs behind you to the point where your feet actually touch the mat, coming into plow pose. Only come here if you feel comfortable with shoulder stand. If not, you can stay in the step you're comfortable in. You can leave your hands here on the lower back or extend them out in front of you. Make sure you're breathing here. Gently start to bend into the knees and slowly lower every single vertebrae one at a time back on the mat. As slowly as you can. Great. Lower your feet so they also touch the mat. And we'll just take a second here. Feeling the effects of the shoulder stand. Go ahead and extend your legs straight in front of you so that you're coming into a Shavasana. We'll do one more line twist here before we wrap up practice. But it's important that we just bring our body to an equilibrium first. Place your feet on the mat. Let your knees drop to the right side. And And open up the left hand out in line with your left shoulder. Right hand in line with the right. If it feels comfortable, you can gaze over your left shoulder. Gently come back to center with your head, with your knees. Let's do the other side. And this time, knees drop to the left side. The right shoulder, make sure it's still staying on the mat. And if it feels comfortable, go ahead and look over your right shoulder as well. Bring your head in line, your knees up towards the sky. Straighten out your hips if they got out of alignment. Extend your legs out and let them flop open. Hands come next to your body, palms facing up. Extend through the back of your neck by tucking your chin. Before we go into our Shavasana, take a big inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable here. And let go of every single muscle in your body. Begin to bring some movement back into your body. When you feel ready, go ahead and roll to one side. Using the top hand, push yourself back up to a seat. Awesome. Great work today. I really enjoyed that class. It was a classic class. We did some sun salutations, the A and the B version. But overall, we practiced our courage. We got lots of movement in, which is very suited for Aries as a fire sign. And of course, we practiced doing something that can be quite scary, getting upside down, getting into shoulder stand. Of course, as always with any of the astrology yoga series, you can do this class even if you're not an Aries. This is a class that you can do any day of the week and is suitable for anyone as well. If you have some more time and are curious about some of the other astrology yoga classes that I've done, then I highly suggest checking out this playlist. And comment down below which zodiac sign I should do next. If you enjoyed this yoga class and wish to stay for more, then I highly suggest subscribing as well, as there will be more yoga flows coming your way. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the yoga class, and I hope to see you again soon.